The year was 1925. The place, a cultural hotbed called Harlem. On any given night, the groundbreaking novelist Gene Toomer might be in the living room of a well-kept brownstone, working on his future masterpiece. Zora Neale Hurston might be there too, in all her glory, forever changing the way we talk about each other, word by word. Artistic virtuosos like Bessie Smith, Cab Calloway, Duke Ellington, and Aaron Douglas might be holding court. These profoundly talented artists, thinkers, writers, and friends are icons of the Harlem Renaissance. Almost a century later, a new Renaissance movement is taking place right here in Atlanta. It's happening all across the city, including right here on this fabled strip of concrete called Auburn Avenue, in a neighborhood dubbed Downtown East. In a city brimming with so many artists capable of carrying on the legacies of Bessie and County, Gene and Langston, it leaves us asking one question: who's next?
Here we go!
My name is Ayodele Heath, and I'm a poet. This is a place where when tomorrow's Easter Sunday and you already owe him money, the barber tell you, boy, you better get up in this chair and don't even look at you funny. And y'all still listen to the Braves. On that same AM radio, he heard Hank break Babe record back in 1974. Well, old folks on the front porch with their gold teeth laughing. It's like the sweet, sweet sound of the gates of heaven swinging. And uncles trim their front yard hedges, waving to every car that passes by. And last time I seen you, boy, you was this high. And grandmas knit rainbows to hang across the sky. A place clowning James Brown and high into a broom of slow dragging with a mop Cleopatra Jones in my arms, or a towel around my head, daydreaming I'm a supreme. My journey as an artist I would have to trace back to a class I took at Georgia Tech as an electrical engineering student. Much to my parents' dismay, it was the last class that I would pass. It was an intro to poetry class where I just really got turned out, basically, as a sophomore. And I proceeded to make all Fs for 2 consecutive quarters, and I found myself out in the world and looking for a career in literature. I got involved in the Poetry Slam community, went to the National Poetry Slam in 1999 in Chicago, and did well there, finished 7th out of like 200 poets, came back to Atlanta, started a Poetry Slam in 2000, ran another one in 2001. We went to the national competition and kind of flew off from there. A place of first feels and first kisses and those old school whoopings where you pick your own switches, of after school visits to the candy lady, sour apple blow pops and saltwater taffy, knee-high peach and RC cola. A place of broken arms and scraped knees and tomboys climbing crabapple trees, of stay soft road for nappy heads and the boogeyman hiding beneath the bed, of Foursquare and hopscotch, red light, green light, double dutch, and ain't much happening, but that don't stop the gossips from gathering with iced tea after church. A place of giving up your seat to the elderly on the bus, or when the ladies in the house, no gentleman would cuss. Of street lights, not clocks, telling us when it's dark, or sitting still when it's thunder and letting God do his work. A place passes. Being an Atlanta native, I have a definite appreciation for the vernacular of Southern dialect. And Zora Neale Hurston, as a sort of pioneer in embracing Southern dialect before it was socially appropriate to do so, especially in the written word, is definitely a role model that I have from the Harlem Renaissance. Well, your word is your bond, and on Sunday my shoes shine like a good family name. A place of no Christmas unless shaking every box under the tree, of no New Year's unless collard greens and black-eyed peas, of no spring without crowds cheering the Grand Slam, and no summer without the ice cream man. a place of Sunday rides, weekend fish fries, sweet potato pies, of hoe cakes, macaroni and cheese, candied yams and fried green tomatoes, mashed potatoes, peach cobbler, and sweet hickory ribs so tender they just slide off the bone. What's next is really to make Gone with the Wind, Gone with the Wind. You know, like that was an era then, and to move forward into a new literature that is based on the legacy of the civil rights movement and the new black middle class here. And I mean, there's a richness in culture that's waiting to be given voice to. So what I want to do is really move things forward where this rich culture and this rich people that are here have voices, spokespeople, and I hope to be one of them. This is a place. This is a place. Atlanta is a place we call home.
Lyrically, I think that our music speaks to the heart of people and helps them to know where they are and who they are and to overcome things.
Quietly tapping around me, oh, you move me, oh, grace is giving me favor.
To learn more about how you can join the next movement, RSVP for Next, or vote for who you think is the next big thing, visit our website at www.nextatlanta.org.
Has given me favor.